All right, you're live, bro. Have a safe drive. Now, I don't know if you know, I'm planning to do this whole paddle backwards. Yeah, just, you know, it was a bit too easy. Been paddling for 3 hours, 22 minutes. Good news is I only have 2 kilometers left to my original goal, which was Lady Ellen Point. Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Ellen Point. Got to Lady Ellen Point at about 5:45, which is fantastic, and really nice paddling condition, except for the IFR part. It's cleared up very nicely now. Hello, big boy. How are you? That is probably one of those 1,000-pound Steller sea lion bulls. That's the sound of the Malcolm Island lighthouse, which it emits whenever there's fog. And although I went to bed with a beautiful clear night, sometime in the night the fog came in, and that beeping sound basically kept me up from about 2 in the morning. Fun. Day 2 of Port Hardy to Campbell River, and I got to admit I'm a little bit bummed out by the white room that I'm paddling in right now. It's a lot of IFR. How am I going to see any whales? I definitely do come in peace, and I come seeking a coffee. Good morning from the Coho Joe Cafe. Cruising the lovely coast of Santula. This is more like it. All right, it's quite a long ways off, but there is a humpback whale, probably, that's going to surface. Oh yeah, it's right in front of us. Well, what have we got here? 2 furry friends. Quite a few furry friends. Yeah, and they have B.O. Now, you don't get too close to sea lions. They're not called sea lions for no reason. I've just had a nice little break and a stretch after a fairly strenuous time in the boat. I don't even know. Got lured by the sirens of the sea lions and decided to go and spot them. and ended up in this maelstrom of strong current, and I got scared. I'm thinking about the Ucolta and Dent and the Green, I think, Rapids. I don't have a lot of alacrity for that stuff, particularly without the second powerful person helping me paddle. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the main channel tomorrow, which is the devil I know. I want to visit a place called Craycroft Island. And I've just come across something I've certainly never seen before. I wonder if you have. Camped at the beautiful Mound Island, and it's about 6:30, still lots of light, lots of heat left. Let's see. Separated during high tide.
It's quite the adventure.
Yeah.
But you don't do this unless you like people.
True.
I used to take groups out here.
Okay.
Yes.
What was the company?
Oh, it was a contract with youth justice. You go to jail or go with Ellie. Poor guys. Poor kids.
We got a lot of sea life going on around here right now. This is why we want that 360 view. Absolutely traveling with some friends. Well, I am back. This random beach has a lot of history for me, even though it was only about 2 or 3 months. Almost 50 years ago, I came here with Ray Marks and Brian Lowen to learn how to be a cedar shake splitter. And as far as I can tell, this is the place. And I see a trail. If I recall, Ray had barged in a house. Before that, he had a cabin or shelter that he built. Let's take a look. Oh, wow. Property of the Marks family. I think it's still in use. Before I go in there, let's have a look. Ho, ho, ho! I thought there was going to be nothing here. Oh my, this is so cool. This is amazing. What do we got here? Well, I'm not sure, but I think that's Ray. Wow. Well, there was one sure way that I knew I was backed, and that was by the tire that I'm standing on right now. I've got about 100-meter carry to get my boat down to the water, and I realize I'm actually walking through the booming ground where I learned to walk on logs, move them in the water with a pike and get them ready to be pulled away by a tug. Here's some of the old cables. I was everything. I operated a skidder. I assisted Ray falling. I don't think I've ever been as terrified as when I was standing under that tree. I was ready to run for my life. Well, I believe the correct term for the seas right now would be a maelstrom. This is one of those 45 minutes of white knuckle paddling where I did not want to pull the camera out or film anything, quite frankly, because I was a bit too embarrassed. This was a test of my skills on the boat, and I'm here, but I'm absolutely exhausted and very happy to be on terra firma, very wet as well. Good afternoon. Basil Rathbone reporting live from York Island, the site of some World War II battlements that were built. I still don't have all the details left, and I'm going exploring right now, and I'll hopefully have some interesting stuff to show you. Lots of history. Wish these buildings could talk. Day 5 after very, very strong winds last night. Thank goodness it's calmed down. This is the very beach where up to 250 people were busy as beavers building battlements. Nice alliteration for first thing in the morning. To defend Canada against a possible invasion. I'm not sure if they wouldn't have been thinking Japan at that time, but definitely Germany was on the horizon. I'm hoping for a weather window to do what's going to be my shortest paddle. It's 10:30. I'm on the water, and I only have a 13K paddle, so with luck, I will have the tide helping me out again.
Your palette blue and gray.
This is probably the most beautiful campsite maybe ever.
In colors on the
It's got lots going for it, including a really nice creek that flows even when the tide is high. And
what you tried to say,
all I can say is La Vita Bella.
how you
And this is why you don't want to get on the water until you have the tide in your favor. That sailboat is parked. Wow. In fact, he's going backwards a bit. Maybe he should go for coffee. Well, I was going to say, if you have to wait for the tide, I can't think of a more beautiful place. Came up with a new adage: never get between a mama bear and cubs. Never get between a big barge and a tug. So you can probably see bearing down on me. got an attitude of gratitude. There's nothing like the heavy breathing of a pod of dolphins. Good morning, day 7 of Port Hardy to Campbell River. And look around, I could not ask for more beautiful conditions. So today is a very special day because there is a surprise that's coming towards me right now, but I can't see the surprise, so stand by. Good morning! No! Good morning. Nice to see you.
High five.
Exactly.
Last stretch, eh?
Yeah,
Gonna
yeah.
be feeling good.
Yeah, no, what a beautiful day.
My first week on the ocean in Canada.
Yeah.
It's been good so far.
Good for you. And I've just had an absolutely incredible, mellow, glass clear crossing from Quadra Island to Brown Bay. This is where I'm going to stay tonight. This whole trip has not turned out really anything like was originally planned and meticulously laid out in a Google document. Even today, I made plans and then changed them based on the experience I've had with the currents. And now I find myself at this world-famous Browns Bay, which has a great little tenting spot for me with a view of the water and showers and all that stuff. And it also puts me within a half a kilometer of the entrance to the Seymour Narrows. I was talking to a local the other day who said that for a long time there was at least one death per year in the Seymour Narrows. Apparently, down at the south end, at the peak of the flood, there can be a 25-foot deep whirlpool. It's even taken out a cruise ship. Needless to say, I will not be anywhere near that place at the peak of the flood. This is kind of amazing. I only put in the water about 15-20 minutes ago, and I am actually passing Ripple Rock. I believe it's where those power lines go across. I'm doing 13 kilometers an hour. I've always kind of believed that expedition paddling is a little bit like living with a gun to your head. I know that sounds terribly morbid, but perhaps it's kept me alive all these years. I am very, very happy right now, having gotten through Seymour Narrows. I've only been paddling for 40 minutes, and I think I'm halfway. So perhaps it's time to party, because Campbell River is probably an hour away, and then I can rest. have a whale on my right and a whale on my left. A little bit scary. Probably somebody's taking pictures of me right now. Dwayne, I just want to say thank you again. Dwayne took me all the way to Stories Bay, chucked me in the water unceremoniously, and abandoned me. Experience.
I'm glad you had a great time, and I'm glad you're back safe, especially.
That's the most important thing.